It's the Power Hour Podcast with your hosts, Mark Warren and Tracy Molinak.
We already had ours. It's the Power Hour Podcast. Mark, how are we today, this afternoon?
Mark is doing wonderfully this afternoon today. I don't know what that means, because this is a flip-flop of the last episode, and it's a you episode.
You're in my corner now, buddy. Mm-hmm. You're in my taking my knowledge from the last one.
You're
in my corner of the ring.
One little trip, and you're a wicked mind. You're wicked and evil mind. From the wicked mind.
You could last 5
Let's
seconds.
Talk about it.
The wicked, the sick and twisted
mind of that brought you. Let's talk about it.
That's right. We covered your special interest last episode. So today it is my turn, but there's plenty of time for that later. But first, Mark, you know how it is. We got to get into the nitty gritty of it all. What should we not even get you started on?
Don't even get me started on coffee stands. I love the concept of a drive-up coffee stand. I really do. And they're great when they're quick. Dutch Bros is quick. Dutch Bros will get you in and out quick. When a coffee stand is slow, it is agonizing. I got into a coffee stand today. I pull into it, right? There are 2 cars ahead of me. Guess how long it took me?
I couldn't possibly.
I couldn't tell you either. I wasn't looking at the clock, but it felt very long. And it's like, I pull up, and I probably pull up there. I pulled up. I don't know if you heard. I pulled up there.
Sorry, and just to clarify, you pulled up?
I pulled up there, and I pulled up
and
there.
And this is you we're talking about.
Me pulling up into the thing.
And there, of course, being
a coffee stand.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.
So I pulled up there, and I rolled out the window, and I make small talk with the barista, and she and
what specifically?
I think she said, "How was your day?" And I said, "Good. How was yours?"
And were you honest?
I mean, it was early in my day. I hadn't really had enough time to have a good or bad day. But that's too nitty gritty for a coffee stand.
That's right. When someone asks how you are, it's either fine or good.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't get, unless it's like a real conversation with a real friend. If it's a small talk interaction, don't go in depth. And this is one where there's 2 lanes. And so she was doing the other car, which is fine. But then she starts working on, and we had 2 drinks. Drinks that would not be tough to make. Drinks that would not take a lot of time to make. We were there for probably 10 minutes just waiting for our drinks. Mm-hmm. And then I get the like card reader. And first of all, I can't see it with my sunglasses. The screen's just black with my polarized sunglasses. So I have to do one of these. And I'm doing one of these over my aviator sunglasses. And guess what the starting tip amount was? Suggested tip amount.
I couldn't possibly.
25%. It went 25. That's the lowest it had. 25, 30, 35, 40 were the tip amounts. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And so listen, they're fun sometimes, but I don't have time. It's quicker to just run into a coffee shop.
Yeah, I think going physically in somewhere has become almost always quicker in every situation. McDonald's, I'm not sitting in that drive-through line.
No,
I'm gonna go. I'm a mosey on in, make some friends.
But like Dutch Bros has it down because they keep like 4 baristas locked in that little room, and they'll send runners out to get orders and give orders.
That's my favorite part. As soon as you arrive at a Dutch Bros location, they can't wait for you to leave. They want you gone so fast, and they will send people bobbing and weaving through cars to get you your drink that much faster so that you don't have to stop.
Which is funny.
Even though that...
I was gonna say it's funny because Dutch Bros has they try to get their people to flirt with. They're big into the small talk. Like Trader Joe, you know how Trader Joe's is like, you got to flirt with the customer.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same deal with Dutch Bros. Is they love talking to you. They go, "What are you doing today?"
They want your life story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they want to know everything you're doing that day. They're like, "What are you?"
They want to know everything, and they really see it. Like they don't care. I don't think any of them actually care, but they really like.
They're good. They're
respect for acting. Like these people are putting it in. Mm-hmm. No, love it. Dutch Brothers is kind of like Panda Express in that way, where they're very quick. They know what you want before you even walk in there.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I love both of them. All right, I love something quick and snappy. You know me. I don't like waiting around.
It's true. You're a busy man. You got things to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, I listen, and I like supporting local shop. I hate to always go to like the big chains, but the big chains just get it done. There's a reason they're the big chains.
It's true, and then it's so unfortunate because again, yeah, that whole thing where they'll focus on one side and not the other and stuff, and that's usually just a staffing thing.
Yeah, put 2 people in
And
there.
yeah, cram some more. Let's get some bodies in here. Like, let's
Then you don't have to pay for heating.
Let's see how many people we could fit.
That is
Something to think about.
I love those videos of people going to Costco and they got those like 1-person saunas, and the person goes in and goes, "Hey, do you think 2 people could fit in here?" And they're talking to a Costco employee, and they get the Costco employee to sit next to them in this really tight sauna. And so next time you're in Costco, feel free to try that out.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that one a try. I mean, I love seeing those there. I don't even have room for them. I certainly don't have money, but I just like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna go in my little hot closet.
You a big sauna guy? You like a sauna? I like a steam room.
I sort of kind of feel like I'm in a sauna all the time.
That's where you're a warm guy.
I'm a naturally very warm, wet person.
Me and you,
So-
that's why me and you, we lived well together, because we liked it cold.
I like it frigid.
We kept it frigid in there.
I like it frigid. And what was I going to say about saunas? Oh, but I heard they're so good for you.
They're supposed to be really good for you.
For your health.
Those right into a cold plunge. I know you haven't seen the first episode of Rooster, but they do that in the first episode of Rooster, and it's a really funny scene.
Something to look forward to. I do want to see that program.
It's hey, not a media recommendation, not official, right? It's not in the segment, but I like the first episode. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, get into it. I think he's going places. I think he's got a future in this industry.
Hey Tracy, what should we not get you started on?
Don't even get me started. On pens that smudge. It's 2026. I know that we have the technology to make that not happen. I'm genuinely baffled. And I'm talking big names here. Papermate, you mean to tell me?
They're sponsor the podcast. We can't talk
Papermate,
about them.
You mean to tell me that you can't figure out how to make this not smudge? No. If Sharpie could figure out how to make a pen that doesn't bleed through every single page you write on, y'all can figure out how to stop smudging. I don't understand.
You're a big pen guy. I think we're both pen guys. I'm not a pencil guy.
I love pens. I'm not a pencil guy at all. Maybe mechanical, but only because they're closer to pens. And I don't... I'm very particular about my pens. Now let's talk ballpoint, gel... what are we feeling?
I'm a ballpoint. I'm a Pilot G2 user.
That is a solid writing utensil.
Thank you.
I love the zebra pens. You know those?
Yeah, I know those. Yeah.
Those are great. Those are a great ballpoint. I like the gel ones. I like the Sharpie gel ones. They're not bad. They used to be a couple of... We're talking a few years ago. The original model. Those would just bleed right through. Those didn't work. Simply did not work.
Yeah. No, I found the Pilot G2 is just... It's perfect for everything I need. It doesn't smudge. It's a classic pen. I mean, I'm sure I have one in my desk somewhere. Let's see. I've got to move lights, right? We got a whole set operation. This is my 3DS. I've got some cards. Here it is. I found it. Right here. Pilot G2. Yes. Take a look at that. I mean, that's a good pen. Good pen feel.
That is a good one. That is a good.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a good hand feel. I like the grip on it. Right, you see this grip? I like this grip. Right
I need
here.
a big grip. Ooh, there was a pen that I had. It was called a Dr. Grip. Thickest, most beautiful grip you ever felt in your life on a pen.
I like just having a pen in my hand. That's something that I found I like.
Oh,
I
love
if
doing
I'm
that.
like walking around or talking, I like having a pen in my hand.
Oh, I do that at work. I'll just go around clicking it. Everyone loves it. It's not obnoxious at all.
If I'm like talking with people at my work, right, and I'm like standing around, I'll find a pen and I'll just grab it and I'll just like kind of like I'll gesticulate with it, you know. Hey, we gotta look over here.
You what now?
I gesticulate. I point. I mean, I'm doing gestures with it, right? That's what gesticulate means.
I'm doing physical cut. Why am I yawning again?
This guy's so tired, right? This is second yawn.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
The
I'm
pen
just
talk
so
is
bored.
making the pen. This is your topic, man. This is your episode.
Oh man. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's all I got. So it's just, isn't it annoying? Like
A bad pen will ruin a day.
It really doesn't. There are so many bad pens out there.
When I was like in high school, I got a big pack of 40 pens from Costco, and those pens not so good. They weren't like consistent. That's why I like a Pilot G2. A Pilot G2,
my
everybody.
God.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, Pilot G2.
If you want to sponsor us, Pilot, do it.
Somebody send this guy a box of G2s.
But a Pilot G2, it is the best.
Okay, we're moving on. As we mentioned, Mark educated me. We'll say on pro wrestlers. I feel like the world has been open up. People at work talk about pro wrestlers a lot, and now I feel like I have the proper knowledge.
You bringing up the Boogeyman?
Yeah, that's pretty much exclusively because that's the only one I really remember that stuck with me. So y'all know the Boogeyman.
That's my favorite guy at work. The guy that always is bringing up the Boogeyman.
That's everyone's. What y'all know about the Boogeyman? Y'all talking about the Boogeyman? Well, you should be.
You got confronted.
He's talking about you.
You got confronted at a party the other day.
I was
accosted.
Accosted, I would say, by my lack of wrestler knowledge, which is a whole. Don't even get me started. But where am I going with this? Oh, now it's my turn. Very similar to wrestling. There's a lot of pageantry, acting, drama, flair,
Tables,
personalities,
ladders, chairs.
Tables, ladders, chairs, worms.
Hell in a
We're gonna be
cell.
talking about my favorite entertainment program, RuPaul's Drag Race. Little international program. Now, Mark is I would say just as familiar with Drag Race as I am with wrestling.
Yes, I think we've both shown each other a little bit of each world.
You know it primarily through passive observation of me enjoying it, or things that I've mentioned, or things that I say nonstop.
Which one do I like?
You like Plain Jane.
Plain Jane. That's my winner.
For whatever. Well, she's no one's winner. She lost.
No, she's my winner.
But I honestly have to agree. I do think she should have won her season. I did really enjoy her. But we digress. That's we're definitely in the minority on there. I don't remember how that started. I think you literally just heard her name.
I love the name.
It's a great
And then
name.
she dresses awesome. She's got great. What do they call them? Costumes.
Outfits. I would say.
Okay, I want to use the proper terms here.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of annoying because a lot of critiques on the show will be, "Ooh, this looks a little costumey," which I always hate because I'm like, isn't it all kind of a costume? Like
everything's a costume. I put on a mask every day.
Well, it's actually.
If you saw who I was, my sick and twisted mind.
If you knew who I really was when I woke up. Well, in that vein, I guess. Speaking of names that you really enjoyed, I've collected some names.
Okay.
Here. Some of them are real Drag Race contestants.
Okay.
I tried to keep it primarily to just main U.S. seasons. Some are ones that I've come up with in a pretty extensive, long-running note of drag queen names that I think would be funny. If I ever one day suddenly developed a lot of talent.
That's the other thing is I think it's so impressive. Like I see, like I'll get like behind the scenes of drag performers who are like making their costumes or doing all the makeup, and it's like I don't know how anyone learns that. It's so impressive.
The amount of skill is insane, and it's also funny to think about how it compares to other like competition shows, because I've watched a lot of content of like them talking about other shows, like I don't know what would it be, like
The
Project
Great British
Runway
Bake Off.
Yes, something. Yes, exactly the closest thing that the British have. But they've been like, it's kind of funny. Like Project Runway, you just have to make the dress. On Drag Race, you have to make it from scratch, no warning, and then you have to perform something in it, and then you have to do your makeup, blah blah blah. Like they do ask a lot.
Just the cardio. I mean, like, because they're all wearing heels, and then they're doing these like duck walks.
Oh my god, it hurts just looking at it. Hello.
Hello.
It is very impressive. And of course, I want to preface, I'm not one of those Drag Race fans that thinks I could do it all better. I know for a fact I cannot do a single thing that these women are doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could,
Simply
but that's
cannot.
just because me and you are different.
And that's just because you have that drive. And you have, and particularly, I would say the bone structure for it.
And the makeup skills.
So, and the makeup skills.
A lot of
And
people
the
don't know
makeup
this.
skills.
I am a makeup artist on my spare time.
Mark is actually an 80-year-old Scottish woman.
Bet you didn't
But
know that?
Never know it. Bet you never know it by looking at her. Anyway, I've collected some names here.
Okay.
This one I feel is going to be a little tricky. I'm recognizing that because drag queen names can literally be anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I guess this sort of comes down to, do you think I was funny enough to come up with this? Or someone else. So we're gonna start off strong. Elliot with 2 T's. Is this a real contestant?
So
or
Elliot
one
with 2
that-
T's that's their full name. You're not saying it's Elliot with 2 T. Like you're not saying.
I'm
that's how it's
not. I'm not clarifying any spelling. This is
Okay.
the full name. Elliot with 2 T's. Although it is both spelled Elliot and then clarified. The name clarifies the spelling.
Can I ask like questions about this drag performer?
Yeah, I'll answer some simple ones.
Okay, what is their thing? You know, some people sing, some people do comedy. What's their like performance zone?
Yeah, I don't know that they're necessarily great at anything, but they are particularly well known for a particularly rousing performance of Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay.
So I guess that's sort of Elliot's claim to fame.
I think it's fake. I think you have a love for Cotton Eye Joe that that no one knows about, and so I think you made that up because you love Cotton Eye Joe.
That's so funny. I wish I came up with this name because it's hilarious. Elliot with 2 T's is a real performer, I believe,
Really?
from season one of the double-digit seasons. I don't remember.
But you do. Can we tell the audience you do love that song?
I don't know any of the. I only know like the main part everybody knows. I don't even know. Isn't that song bad?
I've heard you sing it before.
No, you have not, Mark.
Yeah,
Stop.
I have.
When?
I'm 99% sure I have a video of you with like a jug of wine stomping your feet with suspenders on.
What are you? I don't own suspenders.
Yes, you had suspenders for a party because you dressed up like a Fortnite character.
I'm slowly realizing the timeline on this might perfectly line up between that specific party and when I was making wine in my closet, and to where I believe that this video is real. So we're gonna move on. Next up, we have Colby Jack.
Colby Jack, that's got to be okay. I believe it's real. I would like to know what sector of the performance area they're in.
Primarily dairy based, I would say.
What does that mean?
Well, like the theme, like a lot of them have themed. Like Nymphia Wind is all of her stuff was bananas. Everything.
So
like,
does
all of
she?
her
So
outfits.
does Colby Jack do like dairy themed songs?
Okay, well, see, this is hard. These questions are hard to answer within the context of the show because the show is very structured in that they can't show a lot of their personality. So I guess what I would say is they're definitely a comedy queen.
Okay.
Looks, not so much. But yeah, I would say
I think this is real.
This is I made Colby Jack up.
Really?
I do think it's a pretty great name. To be clear, also, there is 100% a chance that someone out there has come up with these names before me. I don't know. I did not. I didn't double check. I guess it's literally just come to me, and I put them in my notes app. All I can attest is that they've never been on any Drag Race season.
Okay.
Which, by the way, did you know Drag Race is in like 40 countries? Okay, not 40, but there's like, I think 11 countries that all have their own version now.
Real. That's how many seasons does the American one be going on for?
The sun never sets on RuPaul's Empire. We're on season 18 of just main America, which doesn't account for All Stars, which we're up to 11 now, which is when they let them come back. Then there's Versus the World seasons, Canada, Mexico, Spain, Holland, France. Did I say that?
No, you didn't say France.
Thailand. No Thailand. Philippines.
Which one do you think I have the best chance in winning?
Down under.
You think I could beat the Australians?
I think you could beat the Australians because it's just awful. It's the only season that RuPaul has actively given up on. He used to host it, and then he doesn't. And last season, there was a theory because of how everything was edited that he didn't even fly down there.
Really? That's interesting.
He recorded all of his stuff from home because it's truly that bad. It's the only season to ever have a challenge nobody wins.
Really? Okay, so I think I could win that one. I think
I think
combined, me and you could figure out a way to win that.
I think we could strategize and we could go on as a duo. Maybe that could be a fun little.
Maybe
twist
it's
for
like
them.
one of those things where we wear the same costume and we have two heads. Is this similar to The Masked Singer? Because I love The Masked Singer.
In what way? I don't understand your question. There was sort of a Masked Singer version before Masked Singer was a thing. They did Secret Celebrity Drag Race, which is where they had celebrities fully in drag. No one knew who they were underneath, and
that's
they would
so cool.
And they would do the challenges that they have to do on it. So in a way, I guess Drag Race is sort of the OG Masked Singer.
And
except
I love
they
Masked
made them
Singer.
they made them sing and dance and act.
I've never seen Masked Singer. I'm lying to everyone.
I've only it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like a real show.
At
what do you mean Rudy Giuliani was on it?
At work, we'll get like stuff because we're affiliates of networks, and we have like these like paper Masked Singer masks that you can put, and they're terrifying. And they've got these like two little holes in it so you can see, and it's just like the most terrifying creatures.
I don't like that, and I don't want to hear about that anymore. I don't like the Masked Singer, and I don't think anybody watches it.
Some people watch it. People watch it. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, we should start watching it. We should turn this into a Masked Singer review pod.
We go back and we watch every episode. It's a rewatch podcast now.
Yes, but we start from the beginning. So we're like, guys, we got to catch up to the new season. We haven't we haven't seen it yet. All right, number 3. So far you're 0 for 2, but that's okay. This is a tough one. Milk. Just milk.
Would you make up 2 dairy-based drag queens? That's the question. What is milk? What's milk about? Tell me about milk.
Milk? Tell me about milk. Milk's been on the show twice, I believe. I think they came back for All Stars. I don't remember much about Milk other than the name, quite honestly. I just think it's a really great name.
I think this is real. I think if it was fake, you would have had something prepared.
Yeah, I should have thought of more about Milk, but Milk is real. Milk was on 2 different seasons. I should look up when these people were on it. Well, not that it means anything to you.
That's a great. That's so
Isn't that
funny.
Incredible?
I love that they can just do anything. Like that's genuinely so.
Just Milk. All right, rapid fire. Just kidding.
Fire.
No. Annie Shenanigan.
Fake.
That is fake.
That's a great name, though.
Isn't it? Gertie Giggles.
Fake.
Yes, that is a character from Spy Kids 2.
I recently, was it with you that I rewatched the Spy Kids movies? Did we watch those together?
Yes, and that's when I wrote down Gertie Giggles, because I was like, that is the most hilarious name. It's the girl with the pigtails.
Oh yeah.
Miss Fame.
Miss Fame. That's real.
That is a real one, and she is pretty good. Madam President.
Which president are they dressed up like?
It's not a particular.
Not anyone, just
like
a general
a character
president
name. Yeah, like Madam President. It's like a character name, I guess. Like it's like a vibe.
I'm gonna go real.
That is fake. I came up with that one. I think it's really funny.
That's great.
Bag of Chips.
That's real. That has to be real.
That is real. They were on UK, I think season 1. And they famously did a really good impression of, what's her head? Annie Wilkes from Misery. That's a little callback for our friendship. Tootsie Scooter.
Tootsie Scooter?
Tootsie Scooter.
Does she do like scooter tricks?
No.
Okay.
There is a queen who did like rollerblading stuff. That was really cool one
That's cool.
season.
I think this is real. I think Tootsie Scooters are real.
Tootsie Scooter is not real. Susie Toot is.
I
And
was getting them mixed up. That's my bad, you know.
there was a famous like clip of someone who like reviews Drag Race or watches it, and she kept calling her Tootsie Scooter.
That's so funny.
Beth from HR.
Real.
Fake. Laganja Estranja.
That one's real. I know that one.
Oh, he knows that one. She is real.
I've heard you talk about her.
I probably have quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Demetra.
Sounds like a transformer.
It does. It does.
Are any of these transformers, like, can they transform into a car or?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Tootsie Scooter, maybe.
Demetra,
And Madam President for sure can.
Demetra has to be
Demetra.
real.
Demetra is a Spy Kids 3 character.
Spy Kids
That's all the
is
names.
just a factor. That was really tough. That was so much tougher than I thought it would be.
It is tough, and maybe it was just an excuse to bounce some names that I had. But it is tough. When I was thinking about it, I was like, this game it's different than the like wrestler persona thing, because truly anything, like the fact that like milk, that's a real one. Like you know what I mean? Like it could be anything.
No, and that's what I think is so cool. Is it's such a creative art form. Like there are no rules, no rules in Drag Race.
Rules.
Is that one of the
rules.
things they say?
The first rule is there are no rules.
in Drag
The
Race.
second rule is whatever I say goes.
Okay,
she makes them
I
fight to the
do
death.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
How did RuPaul get their start? Because I know done some acting. How does the Drag Race come to be?
Well, RuPaul, just rose and groaned, baby. You know. No, RuPaul worked in a lot of like underground band stuff, or like because RuPaul really like created the modern drag queen in a way. Like, it was not a very mainstream. Drag Race is sort of what made it like a popular mainstream thing, whereas before it was more like an underground club performance kind of thing. So that's what Ru did for a long time. RuPaul's done everything. She did modeling, and she was in like 8 different bands.
Really?
And it sort of is just one of those situations where she just worked her entire life at something she really loved, and eventually through I would not say luck at all, because that very much detracts from how hard that they've worked over their career. But yeah, it just sort of happened, I guess.
So
I don't
when
know.
did...
That's not a very satisfying answer.
No.
But Drag Race started like early 2000s.
Okay, that was my next question.
And it's been canceled like 4 or 5 different times because networks don't want to keep paying for it. It's an expensive show, 1.
Yeah.
And 2, obviously, like it's sort of a contested, contested political topic at times.
Would you say right now is one of those times?
Right now for sure.
Really? I thought it was
Which
a
is
really easy time to be
which is very interesting because I believe Paramount still owns Drag Race right now.
Really? That is...
I'm not entirely sure. For the time being, they do. I don't know. It's very complicated, the whole ownership thing of it. And, like, RuPaul has his own streaming service that I think they're trying to acquire the rights to their own stuff so that they can, not rely on all these companies that just keep going, hey, by the way, we're tired with you. Because it started on Logo and then VH1 and now MTV and Paramount.
Wow, that is... So, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but before Drag Race, this was, like, not a popular, form
I mean, to my knowledge, I'm sure I'm sure that I am missing a lot of gaps here in nuance and blah blah blah, but from my understanding, yeah, the idea of like, I don't know, a modern mainstream drag queen really came from RuPaul and the show, And I would say especially people like Trixie and Katya, and like see, like halfway through. Well, I guess now talking halfway through the show's runtime,
Yeah.
who like got really popular on like YouTube and social media and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I mean that's my history lesson. That's all I got.
There you go. You got another game for us?
I do have another game. I just have a few quotes.
Okay.
I want you to try and finish similar to the
Finish the catchphrase.
Finish the catchphrase. Yes, these are sort of catchphrases. I'm gonna start with two easier ones. They're from RuPaul. I do feel like they are pretty widely known. A couple of these you should get just from hanging out with me enough, where I've probably said them a million times. But we're gonna start with what I think will be easier. All right. If you can't love blank. Oh wait. If you can't love yourself, blank. There we go.
If you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else.
That's very close. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
There we go. I got the same vibe.
I'll give you that point. All right, second RuPaul one. Good luck and don't
fall. Don't trip.
Oh, that's no. I mean, no.
I feel like I've never walked around in heels. I feel like I would not be good at it. I got bad ankles. You know this about me.
See, but they're not just walking; they're jumping and doing flips and stuff.
I can't
don't
do that.
Understand that.
My
That's
ankles are like spinning around at all times in like tennis shoes.
Yeah, I mean this in the nicest way. I think you'd seriously injure yourself.
I think I think I would kill I think not on purpose, but I think I would die.
Sorry, guys. I've killed myself. It's good luck and don't fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. Don't trip is pretty close.
Don't trip is pretty close. I mean, that would be, that
would be considered,
so to speak. Okay, this is a pretty popular, like, common one. This might be, I don't know. Not today.
Not today, sucker.
Oh, so close. Not today, Satan. Not today.
I feel like I should have gotten that one.
I did not know that was a Drag Race thing until when I really got into the show.
I didn't either. I thought that was a religious thing.
I mean, I guess, but... Okay, this one, you should get this one. Fasten your seatbelts, because this plane...
is about to take off.
Always goes down.
I have never heard that.
That is Plain Jane's entrance line, and I put it in there specifically because it was Plain Jane.
God, I'm such an idiot.
Fake fan, Mark. Fasten your seatbelts, because this plane always goes down.
Always goes down. Why does the plane go down?
And then she like put her whole mouth in her whole hand in her mouth, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, she's kind of the best.
That's great. I like that.
She's kind of the best. Am I? I don't think I'm.
Am I the bad guy? Am I? Oh, am I the problem?
You're really close.
Am I the villain? Am I?
You're so close. Am I the...
What's the first letter?
D.
Am I don't...
You've definitely heard this through, like...
I have. I know I've heard... I can think about this.
You're just struggling with that particular... what the actual word is. Yeah.
Am I the diva?
Am I the diva? I don't think I'm the diva.
What is it?
Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
Golly, I should have got that one.
I tried to pick ones that I thought you would maybe heard before, except for the plane. I knew you weren't going to get that one, but unless you were a true fan. That's it. That's all I have. It's really hard to find ones that I thought you would have a shot at.
I picked wrestling quotes that I knew you wouldn't have a shot at. There was one that I'm like, Tracy might get this, but the rest of them I was
There were some of those that I see. That was hard because that was a situation again where I had heard all of those pretty much, but I had never like stopped and thought about the wording or like where they came from.
No, and when you're put on the spot, it's tough. It's like there's
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
I do on the other end of this.
This is fun because most of the time, even going back to our old radio show, most of the time I would be the one quizzing you about stuff that I liked. Or making you do minute-long rants about football. And so this is fun. It feels like we've flipped places.
The turntables have turned, so to speak. Mark, what do you think if you were to enter the show, the program? Do you
Yes.
think do you have a name?
I
you could
do,
think
I
of?
do, and I looked it up, and other people do have this name. No one I don't think anyone on Drag Race has had this name. But
Let's hear it.
Anita Tension.
That's really good.
Um,
That's really good.
And I would be
Anita
like a clown. I'd be like a clown performer, not like Jimbo the clown. Oh, I do. Oh,
This
do
guy
I have
knows
a little
Jimbo.
information?
This guy knows. Oh my god, I love Jimbo. By the way.
But I would be. I don't know. I just looked up clown drag performer, and they were the first one to come up, and I was like, "This. I don't want to step on too many toes here."
Yeah.
But as you know, I have a history in the circus arts. Did you know that?
I did.
You did know
I did
that.
weirdly.
I feel like I would love to be a clown. In another life, I could have gone to clown school. And I was spin
love
plates.
Hey, you kind of did. Hello.
But I'd be clowns. So it would be like not full clown makeup, but like clown inspired makeup and garb.
a clowny vibe. I love
And I
it.
would
Kind of like Jimbo. Jimbo's not
Mhm.
always like super clowny.
Yeah, it can't
It's very,
go
like,
always
creative.
clowny.
Color. Yes.
And I would ride a
like it.
unicycle and I would juggle, and I would do the lip sync. Do they lip sync or do they sing songs? Do they do both?
They primarily lip sync.
But they also make songs, right? You listen to a lot of RuPaul songs that they would have like
Yeah,
the whole cast
most of they make like a lot of them will make original songs outside of it. There's always a
Mhm.
challenge at least once per season where they have to make a song all together, and then sometimes for their talent show they'll perform an original song. But
And I would have songs, but they'd be very circusy songs. You know,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
can
it
see
would be
that
dun
for
dun
you.
dun, you know, kind of like that. That would be my intro music. Dun 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 dun. I would walk out to that.
I love this. I love this. I see you. Yeah, there's what's it? Crystal Method. She had a sort of clown, colorful vibe. I think you could do that. Do you think you would be? Would you be like a body queen? Would you have like the giant breastplate?
No, I don't think so.
Or would you be? Would you be modest?
I
You'd
would be
little
modest.
clown.
I would be a modest clown.
You'd be a classy little clown.
I don't think that's my lane. You know, I think my lane is really the clownery of it all.
Yeah, I see that for you. The clownery of
The
it all.
clownery of it all. And I think the good
The
thing with that
clownery.
is because it would be mostly physical, I could take that show to any country. They don't have to speak English to understand clown. Everyone understands clown.
Exactly. You could go international with it.
I could do a Vegas residency.
An internationally tolerated drag superstar.
And tolerated is the key word there.
Exactly. Not international.
But
I like it. I like it. Every queen has an entrance line when they come in. What would you do? I think you.
Yeah,
you
it would
have
be a
one?
clown horn and go, honk honk, I'm here.
That's it.
I'm here, give me
I
attention.
love it. I love it. That's by far not the worst one that's been
Thank
on the
you.
show.
And that's what we were looking for, is not the worst.
You don't have to be the best, just not the worst.
And I wouldn't be the best, I know that.
What about if, God forbid, you got eliminated? Would you have an exit line prepared? A lot of them have little jokes to say on the way
I
out.
would pull out one of those fake clown guns that had the thing, and I go, I'm done here, and then it'd come out, then it'd have a thing that had just like,
They would not. I don't think they'd let you do that, but that
No?
would be really good.
Do they not
I don't
let
think
that
they'd
on TV?
It would have to be like a really obviously fake gun. I don't think they would let you hold a gun up to your head in front of RuPaul and whatever celebrities they had staying with them that week.
Really,
In
they
front of
don't?
RuPaul and Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, I heard Rudy Giuliani's going to be on Drag Race next.
They did have Nancy Pelosi on an episode, and it was the most bizarre thing ever, because you could tell like nobody really like wanted to like have fun with her. Like,
Well,
it's Nancy Pelosi.
She was the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, why is she there? Don't you work?
I would say most of our politicians don't work.
Well, some
Striking
striking
political
political commentary
commentary.
from Anita Tension.
Tracy, I know you
I'm literally changing your name and Snap to that as soon as we get up. That's really good.
I know you have a billion ideas for, drag characters, and I would love to know just one that you have for yourself. That could go on tour. We could go on tour together.
One that I had for Colby Jack was I'd come. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Okay, one that I had for Colby Jack was I come in and I go, I'm a small town girl with a big city pussy. And I don't know what that means, but I think it's funny to me.
How does that?
So that would be.
Can I ask how that makes sense with the cheese? Do you not have
It's
to have
not
like?
related.
It doesn't have to be related to your thing.
I mean, not specifically. I mean, one girl, one of her. This is a bad one. It was a bad, but I mean, you could say whatever. One girl just came in and screamed. One
Oh.
girl said, "Wait a minute, this place doesn't have a bidet." What does that mean? Did you think you were going to the bathroom?
That's good. Okay, this is interesting.
So it could be anything. It could
I
be
kept
anything.
everything kind of clown related. That was my.
No, and that's good. See, that's good. That's smart. That's branding.
Does that win? Does that win?
You don't win just by walking in.
Well, no, but like does that help win? Do a lot of winners have like cohesive
I
characters?
think, yeah, if you have a very cohesive
Well
character,
thought out.
because that's what they love to see is a point of view. So like last season, not last season, season before, Nymphia Wind was she walked in immediately covered in bananas. Her favorite color was yellow. Throughout the entire thing, no matter what she did, she interpreted it her way. She had her signature yellow, her bananas everywhere. They called her... RuPaul constantly forgets girls' names, so we just started calling her a banana girl. Like, it was a clear vision. And that's what they always say is like, oh, we can't tell who you are. We don't know what you're doing. So yeah, I would say, I think you're set up. You're set up better than Colby, for sure. She gives early out to me. Like, she's going home possibly first episode. She does not know her words.
Out
That's
early
for
on
sure.
the Down Under version too, or you think Colby can?
No,
last
she'd
a little
win.
bit?
She'd win down
Okay.
under. She'd still win down under. But no, Colby, it would not be pretty for Miss Colby, no.
All right. Well, that was good. It was informative. I learned a lot. I think.
Yeah,
I think.
everybody learned. I think.
Tracy, as we wrap up, what have you been? I know you've been a busy guy, but what do you got? Media recommendations wise, what have you been watching too?
Media recommendations. I'm gonna loop it back around. I'm gonna keep it on Drag Race. Actually, my recommendation is for you to not go watch Drag Race, but in fact go support local drag performers. I can guarantee, no matter where you are in the country, there is somebody somewhere doing something that you could go support, and I'm sure it's very beautiful. And yeah, I think the show gets a lot more attention, and the people who are on it get a lot more attention when that's just a small percentage of incredible drag performers in our country and around the world. So go find a local drag show. It's fun.
There you go. We were talking about it a little bit before the podcast, but Chris Fleming's Live at the Palace, his new stand-up special on HBO. Genuinely one of the best stand-up specials I've seen in recent history. Definitely one of the most unique, and absolutely the most movement I've seen out of a stand-up. I mean, running around the stage. I don't know how he does
Most
it.
calories burned during a...
But just kind of anything Chris Fleming has done, really stand-up wise, I think is great. I've been on a big kick of his, so go check it out.
I do. I want to get more into him. I've loved him since the Crandelier.
That is one of my all-time favorite sketches, I think. That video...
It still makes me cry laughing. I showed it to Luke the other day. I was like, watch this hilarious thing. He didn't even smile. He did not even smile. I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed.
One of my favorite notes that I ever had written in my phone is you had texted me after I had fallen asleep. I was like, hey, what's that video of the guy that made the weird car? What's that sketch called? And I wrote in my notes because I didn't want to text you back. It was like 3 a.m. I was like, send Tracy the Crandelier.
I knew you would know exactly what I was talking about, too.
But no, I mean, his clips on, his social medias are also really funny. But no, this special was so great and unique and different from the majority of the stand-up that is going on right now, which I think that scene is not in a great spot with what's going on in the Joe Rogan verse. I think that is what's taken up a lot of stand-up comedy, and so anything that's not that and is unique and cool, I love, and so
I love his outfit that he was wearing in that special too. How fun!
He's got fun clothes. He was on a Jimmy Kimmel, and it was all orange and yellow what he was wearing.
Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be?
By the way, I don't think I've seen him sit down for more than 5 minutes in any interview I've seen of his. He's always up and moving.
That's true. He's very physical. Is he? How old is he? Like
39, I believe. I was just watching a podcast and he said he just turned 39.
Sure. I mean, any age you told me, I would have believed.
He could be 70.
Or 17. Like I literally would believe any number you told me.
But yeah, just some really funny, unique stuff. So
Looking forward to really cracking up.
yeah, you'll really crack up at that one, and probably just you.
Up.
I don't know if it's Luke's style. It certainly isn't Miranda's style of comedy.
Yeah, I imagine it's for you and me.
Well, before we head out, we gotta play a little Same Brain, get on the same wavelength.
Naturally.
And then, hang on a second. Okay, our next episode might be a pretty special one, Tracy.
Will it really?
It might be if we get it shot and edited in time. Might be a very special episode.
I don't know. This could be special.
Stick around. But Tracy, let's play a little Same Brain. Don't touch that dial. In 3, 2, 1. Ladder.
Beer.
Ladder beer. I got a word.
Oh, I got
3, 2, 1. Accident.
Flight. Oh.
Accident flight.
Accident flight. Oh. I mean, I have one.
I don't think I'm going to go there. I don't think I'm going to do that.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I'm doing, I mean, it is in that, but it's not that one. But it's
3, 2, 1. The Challenger?
Crash.
Okay.
I wasn't naming specific ones.
I thought you were. I thought we were naming like the second biggest one.
No. I was speaking very generally. Crash. Crash Challenger.
3, 2, 1. Rocket.
1. Big Bird. Oh. Big Bird.
3,
rocket.
2, 1. Flight.
Explosion.
Oh, you already said flight. I think we're circling the drain here, buddy.
3, 2, 1. Drain.
Thank you all so much for watching. It has been fun. We'll see you in 2 weeks with probably a very special, very fun episode.
I can't get over Challenger.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.